that it was like no holds barred, that there seemed to be no boundaries with the comedy. It's pretty raunchy, it's pretty raucous, it's pretty explicit at times. You know, there are pineapple testicles and some pretty colourful language, and it was just, you know, such a funny script as well. There's a tendency for, I guess, you know, road comedies or road films in general to get a little bit repetitive and boring, but so much happens in this movie. It's so filled with laughs and action that it's really, really entertaining.
Yeah, it was. It was one of those kind of cast situations that you get like once in a blue moon where everyone has this great chemistry. And I mean, one of the things at the premiere, everyone was saying how like they really believed we were a real family, and even my mom who saw it was like, I really believed you guys were a family. So I think that's kind of great chemistry is kind of a key for a movie like this, because it's literally the four of us, you know, 80% of the movie. Like on one screen, so you definitely have to have that that chemistry and that dynamic. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
It was a slightly daunting day. I was comforted by the fact that nothing I grew up with was going to be on screen. That was Wilson's exact words. The prosthetic that took like 3 hours to put on, that was a little uncomfortable, namely for the
How long
guy
to
who
get
had to do
off?
it. Oh, well, I mean, I literally ripped that thing off when I was finished. I just couldn't get away. I've never got undressed quicker in my life. It was great to take that off. It was a good day. But yeah, it was quite uncomfortable. And luckily it was a little bit further into the shoot, so we were like a little bit more comfortable with each other.
Yeah,
But
it was. It was midway.
you do have to remind yourself that you're standing in front of Jennifer Aniston, Jason Statham, and Emma Roberts with
I didn't
your
even
with
think
your,
of it like
with your
that.
butt hanging out. It's kind of, you didn't think you'd ever be in that situation, really. By the side of a road as well.
Yeah, it was by like
Add a little bit
the
more wind.
busiest street too.
Yeah, it's like a full A road, like a motorway, a highway. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think Casey put it on YouTube. I think that was
Yeah,
the,
that was me in the
yeah,
movie.
that's the
Put it
joke
on
at the end.
YouTube.
To put it on YouTube. Luckily, Emma Roberts didn't put it on YouTube. That
I
would have been-
didn't.
If you'd done that, I would have
I
been quite
didn't.
upset. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think all of our characters kind of need, like, are all on their own, these kind of like lonely people with these issues, and they're thrown together, and they're just pushing away the idea of getting close with anyone, and by the end of it, they really need each other. And I think there's something really sweet about that in such a raunchy comedy, that there is a heart. And I think we read that in the script, but it really came across seeing the movie, even more so than I think all of us thought it would. So that's really cool. Yeah, I mean, I would say like go with all of your friends or your family or
Yeah.
anyone, because I know I took like my whole family and friends and people, and it was fun to get to see their reaction and to laugh all together.
Yeah, if I can watch that movie next to my mum or my sister, like anybody can watch it with anybody, I feel like
Oh
it's,
my God, were they
it's a
dying
lot of fun.
laughing?
Yeah, my sister was cringing out pretty hard. I saw my sister do this a couple of times, but
That
it
is
is
so
it is a movie pretty much for everybody, you know, and you know, every single character represents, you know, like a different audience member, and it's just fun for everybody.
Yeah, I know. My mom loved it, and she's not.
Critic.
She's definitely a critic, and she was like, it was so funny. I think both.
But yeah, a combination of both, and then obviously you cast people with sort of like funny dorky faces or whatever
Yeah,
it is,
like-
and then you cast pretty face and a dorky face, and you get a great balance going on. It's